Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful, wonderful day off yesterday, Thursday. Today is Friday, February 12th, 2021. It is a day 4. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. The Mindful Minute is a good way to get yourselves back to Friday. I know in your head you're probably thinking, well, I know I'm in Friday. The question is, do you really know? Have you really recognized that you are actually in Friday? And to help us really arrive at this moment and no longer be thinking about the snow day essentially that you had yesterday or even the weekend coming up starting tomorrow, let's practice a mindful minute. Allow ourselves to really savor the blessings that are around us. Let's go ahead and begin. Using your eyes, yes, your eyes, look around, find one thing perhaps that you hadn't noticed before that's interesting. Using your nose, take a breath in, smell your surrounding, and what do you notice? And then using your ears, listen, pause, and observe. What do you hear that you didn't hear before? And then with your skin, what do you feel? Notice how the Earth's gravity is pulling you down, creating weight. Notice how that chair or the couch I'm sitting on is holding you up. I like to close my eyes. Remember, you don't have to. But let's go ahead and begin using one of our breathing strategies, any of them, one that perhaps works for you. And let's go ahead and take that first breath in through our nose. I'm using the hot cocoa method as I smell the hot chocolate, and then as I blow into the hot chocolate, cooling it down, I'm breathing out. Let's do that again. In and out. Very good. Let's continue onward. And as you breathe in, notice that air flowing in through your nose into your belly, expanding it like a balloon. And then as you blow out, allow your shoulders permission to relax. Breathe in again. Feel that air once again. And then as you blow out, settle and sink into your chair. A lot of you guys have told me you really enjoy that sensation. Breathe in once again. And as you breathe out and settle into the rhythm of paying attention to your breathing, begin to expand your thoughts and your awareness to your body. In and out. Notice all 10 toes and the entirety of your feet. Consider how fresh they feel or tired already. Breathe in. Same thing with your legs and both knees. Breathe out. Your hips and your lower back. As you breathe in again, notice that air filling into your belly. Really notice your belly. And then as you breathe out, notice your upper back, your shoulders, and your chest. Notice as you breathe in your neck. Notice your arms and your hands and your elbows. Breathe out. Notice your head at the top. Then finally, consider and think about what feelings you brought to school today. Breathe in. And breathe out. Sit with those feelings. Don't push them away, especially those feelings you may not particularly like. Breathe in. Don't judge those feelings as good or bad. Just know that you have those feelings. And be kind and compassionate to yourself. Allow those feelings in. Breathe out. Practice gratitude for allowing those feelings to tell you what they need to. Now in a moment you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, that's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and yes, enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You could go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minute. Really, really appreciate those who join me. I love that I am not doing it alone. I love that there are some of you guys who are joining me, and it means a lot. I may not even know that you're joining me, but I know that there are those of you guys who are, and I'm grateful. I'm also super grateful for those who have been respectful in allowing us to have our Mindful Minute. Don't forget, we have 3 expectations here. Number 1, be respectful to yourself as well as others. Be proud of the things that you do. When you look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day, I hope that you're proud of the things that you've done. And if you have, even when nobody else is looking, then you've been respectful. Same thing with being responsible. Are you responsible with the words that come out of your mouth? Are you responsible with your feelings and your thinking? Can you be angry? Absolutely. Can you be frustrated? Absolutely. But how you show that is what responsibility is made of. And finally, show that you're ready. Show that you're ready for school. Show that you're ready to learn. Show that you're ready to tough it out even with the toughest assignments that you don't want to do. Have that grit, dig down deep, and show that you're ready to take it on. Same thing with, are you ready to eat lunch in the cafeteria? Are you ready to ride the bus? Right? Now, in the month of January, last month, we talked about tolerance, and that got me thinking about differences and celebrating that. And in this month, we talk about honesty, right? Honesty, telling the truth in everything you say and do. As I shared with you in yesterday's Mindful Minute, I spoke to a couple kids on the bus 2 days ago, and while some decisions weren't exactly the best decisions, I was really proud of every single one of them that I spoke with who were honest with me, right? So even if you didn't do what was expected, right? You knew you did the wrong thing. I was impressed that many of you guys still had the courage to still tell the truth. And that's kind of cool. But telling the truth, it also means telling the truth about how you think about other people. Do you realize that you can truly love somebody else that you might not know well, right? You don't need to judge people who are different as worse than you, or that you're better than them or anything like that, or they're simply weird. And if it's weird, hopefully you are embracing that weird, that you think that weirdness is cool. So I want to talk about my differences today, because today's a special holiday in my family's culture. My family, my parents, my mom and dad grew up on a small tropical island called Taiwan, and it's off the coast of China. And in that part of the world, today we're celebrating Chinese New Year. And that in China and in Taiwan and many countries out on that part of the planet, of the earth, we are really, really, I mean, like, this is basically the biggest holiday for all of us. So I wanted to share with you a couple things about Chinese New Year real quick. First of all, what we say to each other is this, and you can repeat after me. And it sounds like you're singing a little bit. Gong. You could go ahead. Go ahead and repeat after me. Gong xi. Go ahead. Gong xi. Now go ahead and put it together. Gong xi. That means, it actually technically means congratulations, but that's our way of saying Happy Chinese New Year to each other. So, Gong xi, and that means Happy Chinese New Year. Also, children on Chinese New Year get to enjoy gifts, kind of like if you celebrate Christmas, for instance, you get gifts. But parents will give their children money, and that's the main gift, and they'll put it in a red envelope, kind of like this. Okay, I'll bring it a little bit closer, see if you guys can see it. There's some Chinese characters written on it, and red is a lucky color in Chinese culture. Same thing with gold. No surprise there. And you put money in it, you give it to children. And the red envelope is Well, I'll teach you another Chinese word. Hong bao. Hong means red. Hong bao. Bao means wrapping or an envelope. So a red envelope. Hong bao. So now you have two words under your belt. First word is gong xi. That means congratulations. It's Chinese New Year. Also, if something great happens in your life or in someone else's life and you want to say congratulations, you could also say gong xi. So that's actually something that you can learn and then use in many different situations. And then on Chinese New Year, now you know children will get gifts of money in red envelopes called hongbao. So, anyways, I thought it would be cool to share with you something that's a little bit different about Mr. Lin. Hopefully, you thought that was cool, but I do want to leave you so that you can enjoy the rest of your Friday. Happy Chinese New Year. Happy Friday. If I don't see you, have an awesome weekend. But I am sure I'm going to see you. But this is the most important thing I want you to hear from me right now. And if no one else has said this, I hope you hear it from me today. I like you just the way you are. Have a great day, guys.